This morning, absolutely crushing it. We talked about two key levels, the level on the NASDAQ, the level on the ES. We took the trade. I showed everybody live. We talked through it as we were pushing up. I'm like, hey, we got to push here. Hey, we got to go through this. Hey, this needs to happen. We talked about it all live on YouTube. So if you guys are not tuning in at 9:15 a.m., I don't know what you're doing. We're live every morning, 9:15 a.m. right here on YouTube, showing you guys the trades and locking it all down. Profit, profit, profit. Let's go. The setup this morning was very simple. We were looking for a push up to the 4300s on the ES and the idea of it pushing the NASDAQ higher as well. So on Friday, if you look at the chart from Friday, the high on the ES was basically 4300 level, 4297. So I was thinking that there's a good chance that we would retest that high from Friday, that 4,300 level. At open, we are opening up above the VWAP. We are opening up above the 21 EMA. We are opening up above the pivot points. The SPY, the NASDAQ, everything pretty much bullish. So I was pretty confident. We talked about it during the live stream, this idea of the market squeezing higher. It was pretty much a perfect scenario for a big, quick squeeze. And I talked about that as well as we went into the open. I was like, guys, we really want the bulls to just go straight up here. We don't want to hang around. We don't want to get stuck. We want to go straight up at open. And you can see basically 9:30, a little bit of a chop, and then do. By 9:36, we are there at our target. So the target was 4,300. We pushed up there to 4,299 as a high, and then we broke through it at 9:45 there, and then had some kind of crazy action. You can see right now we're sitting there above 4,300 on the NASDAQ this morning. And then on the NASDAQ this morning, really just a beautiful move. Same, very similar setup. We had a pivot point right here at the what is that? We had a pivot point right there at the 14,557. So I was looking for a breakout. We had our signal for the breakout. This is the Lux Algo indicator breakout. If you guys want to learn more, there's a bunch of videos on my channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button right now. We're live every morning, 9:15. And you can see this thing just going straight to the moon. Like I said, we were looking for strength. We wanted strength. We wanted to push. We wanted to see this thing make a move. We didn't want to get stuck at that open because then we were worried about it being choppy. Over the weekend, I think a lot of people were bearish. Stuff came out with the debt ceiling getting signed. Overall, I was very bullish. This idea that we were going to try to push up through the 4,300 on the ES, 600 level there on the NASDAQ. We got about a 100-point move there. 15 minutes here. First 15 minutes, 100-point move up there to the 640. So we had a pivot point here at the 557s. We had a pivot point right there at the 643s. Again, I'm using just the pivot point standard. You go on TradingView, type in pivot point standard, it comes up, and look at where the NASDAQ's at right now, 14,681, and still looking very like she wants to go. That pivot point right there, that 14,640, holding here, bouncing, and still, I mean, it's not slowing down. We've had some pullbacks, but every pullback has gotten bought back and the market has pushed up there. This is pretty much just a textbook market flow trader, Patrick WIeland type of breakout here at open. You know, we're just basically drawing our line there. We're looking for the breakout. That's 929. And then right at open, I mean, we just started going do. We're right up there at the 14,600 level. You guys saw me live on YouTube locking in that profit there above the 600s. We were sitting there for a second, like, is it going to go? Is it going to go? I'm like, it's going to go. It's going to go. And well, it ended up going. So right now, you can see here on the book map, that 14,700 level sitting there right now on the book map here. So possibly acting as a magnet, the price action wanting to push up there the 14,700s, and we'll see kind of how that plays out. We had a lot of kind of volatility this morning and action. We are looking at the book map, those key levels. We talked about them pre-market, the book map giving us an idea of where that liquidity is and where that action is. And you can see here inside the market flow trader community, everybody talking and trading, people taking profit this morning. We had some pretty big winners for some of the members here. You can see kind of show up this guy. Seth was making some good trades. Everybody was basically locking in some big trades this morning, and it was really cool to see everybody kind of seeing the process, seeing the strategy in real time. They're seeing the entries, they're seeing the setups right here. Vernon making 2,000 times 4 accounts. So Vernon absolutely crushing it right there. I mean, we had everybody just kind of locking it in. We had this guy locking in profit there as well. We had this guy locking in 630 times 3 accounts. We got Edward right here locking in profit as well for that push up at open. We got Bonnie locking in profit. If you guys want to learn more about the Market Flow Trader community, come join us right here. You can see this guy is watching my live stream, locking in $2,300. The strategy works. The community works. Everybody's focused on one thing, and that's one thing only, and that's making money consistently, my friends. So if you want to learn more, link down below. And right now, it's 12:52, and people are still in there talking about trade ideas and kind of what's going on. The big lesson, like always, is we're trading momentum. If the market wants to go higher, what are we going to do? We're going to trade it. We saw the momentum at open. We took the trades. We locked in our profit. We walked away. The market still went higher, but it doesn't matter. Think about it like this. If you can lock in 20, 30 handles every day, even if the market goes up 200 points every day, let's say you lock in 20, 30 points every day on the NASDAQ, maybe 10 points on the ES, maybe 5 points. If you can do that consistently for the next 10 years, you will make millions of dollars if you just trade, with the idea of being consistent. The problem is, the reason people lose money is they try to force trade. They try to trade when the market's choppy. There's a reason that we focus on the open. When all that volume's coming in there, when momentum is coming in there, the market wants to move to key levels. During the day, when the market's going sideways, we don't get the same moves. We don't get the same follow through. It's choppier. It's harder to get the great breakouts that we're looking for. So please, understand one thing. Yes, I can make all this money, blah, blah, blah. Patrick made $10,000, $5,000, whatever it is. But really, the big focus here is consistency. If we can do it consistently for years on end, it's basically just creating a ATM. You are making an ATM in your house. You go on the computer for 30 minutes, you trade the open, you make your $200, $100, $500, whatever it is. And you do that consistently. You do it consistently for years. You will be a lot happier than the guy who's constantly trying to fight the market, trying to fight the trend, trying to take a trade when you shouldn't be taking it, trying to short when the market's going straight up. There are reasons that people lose money in the market, and that's because they're normally fighting the trend. If you want to learn more about the flow, you want to learn about how to get in at the right time and all that fun stuff, link down below. There it is. Mega Money Mondays, my friends. Let's go.